Now I am sitting waiting for a plane to head over to Dubai. But guys, you can see from the thumbnail, I do have a warning I want to share with you. In fact, I have quite a few warnings. I want to look at the charts. I want to discuss also, as you can see from the title, exactly what I'm talking about. And I also spoke about this in today's video. So I like to do these lives where I go over exactly what my thoughts are in a more live setting. That way you guys can ask me questions down there in the comment section. Now, right now, as I'm recording this, it seems like no notifications have gone out because I have absolutely no one here on the live waiting. So hopefully this starts to change. If you are here, do me a favor, smash that like button so I can see it, because I'm seeing nothing on this end. So I don't know if I'm talking to myself. Also, leave me a comment down there in the comment section if you can as well. If you are watching this video. Now, my very first warning for you guys who are watching this, right? We got 2 people in the chat. Smash the like button. Hopefully the notifications go out very soon. Listen, the first warning is, guys, if you have been a long-term viewer of the channel, you would know that for some reason, when I go on a long-haul flight, we get crashes. Now, this is something that has been happening for a while now. In fact, we got the crash to, I think, $18,000 Bitcoin, $18,000 when I was flying from the States to the UK. That was back in the bear market, right? So it keeps happening. And last Sunday, or the Sunday before that, whenever that big old epic crash was, I was on a plane as well. I was on a plane as well. So this keeps happening. So first of all, the more jokey warning I have for you guys is I'm getting on a plane now. It's a long haul flight, so the market may crash, all right? But let's discuss some other warnings and of course our little time limit that we do have. So if we jump to the Bitcoin chart here, we can see we've got our bull flag forming. This is exactly the bull flag we have been watching. This right here is the reason why I have managed to catch a bunch of trades, right? The reason why I've managed to catch a bunch of trades is because I've been watching this bull flag. This bull flag told me down here that we are probably going to bounce. So it was the perfect opportunity to open trades, say on Bitcoin, say on Solana, say on Ethereum. And we've caught really amazing prices on a lot of these from simply watching the chart. Look at this. Look at where we caught the Ethereum trade. You can see there. And today I did open a ton trade because of the news. Of course, the founder got arrested. I believe that, of course, being one of the biggest altcoins on the market, this was an opportunity. I watched the charts very closely and I saw that we came down to what was before a support, and all the way back here it was a support. And again here, when we flipped bullish, we flipped this region into a support. So as we came down there this morning, I actually thought, what a perfect time to trade. And I opened this trade with XRP as collateral. Is it up here? Yeah. So I used XRP as collateral. And that's one of the awesome things about Margex. We can use XRP or any of these altcoins, right? Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, AVAX as collateral. So we can use these to trade. So with this long on ton, I'm generating extra XRP. So that's a way that I like to dollar cost average into these altcoins. But I also alerted to that trade in the Discord. So if you want to trade, there's a $10,000 deposit bonus for Margex. On top of that, you can join the Patreon to see my trades. With that said, the warning, right? We are now above the middle of this bull flag, but approaching resistance, okay? We're gonna find resistance right here. We're gonna find it in this region, okay guys? So we could be getting rejected where we are, or we could head up, and this could be a sharp rise upwards to the resistance. You can see we've actually found resistance here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Now, if we break above this, it's going to be very, very nice and bullish. We want to break above here, flip it into a support and head up. Somewhere in this region will come in as the support. That's what we're looking for. But if we don't, the drop can be substantial, right? All the way back down to around this low $50,000 mark. This whole region here, which was massive support, which again could be massive support. Now, what we see often is the price wick down. So we could have this scary push downward. So be aware that if we get rejected up here, 1, it could be an awesome opportunity for a short, but 2, we could also be pushing downward. So if you are getting extremely bullish right now, be careful. Be careful. If you are getting over leveraged right now, be careful. To Russ in there, this guy is a joke. Thank you, mate. That's I am actually just telling jokes here. This is actually a comedy channel. But we had 24 hours left this morning. We got 12 hours left. That's how time works. So we'll go over that in a second if you can actually pay attention for enough time. But with that said, if we do drop down here, I don't want you guys to get wrecked, okay? So if you're trading this move here, make sure you have stop losses or you have your risk management in place, okay? So if you're trading, we can get extreme volatility right here, okay? So be very, very careful. Now, the second thing I want to warn you guys of is the liquidity. As you know, I like to use this liquidity as, you know, a reader on the market. It gives me a nice read on the market very clearly. What is retail doing? As you know, I like to trade against the majority of retail. Retail is, of course, me and you, but the majority of retail are trading with emotion. We're not trading with emotion, we're trading with the data that we see. If you appreciate this sort of thing, smash the like button. We've got 200, almost 300 people in the chat. If you can smash that like button, I will head down to the comments in a second and start answering your questions. Will Hickney, yeah, thank you, bro. Appreciate the love and the support. But yeah, keep smashing that like button if you can. And yes, so unemotionally, what can we see in this market? On the 30 days, right? We again have something that I warn you guys every time it happens. Every time it happens, we have something that we can see. So what have we seen here? Now, a cumulative long liquidation, $10 billion. It's now higher than our shorts. There are more longs happening in the market. And what this normally means, it's not guaranteed, but what it normally means is one, extreme volatility, and two, we can have a push to the downside to liquidate this, right? To liquidate this region of liquidity, basically, because people are putting in their trades. If we push the market down fast, they can get liquidated. Now, the one good thing we do have here is there's actually still a lot of longs. It's almost equal here. We've got about 7 billion on this side and 10 billion on this side. So definitely more longs, but there still are a lot of shorts. So remember, when we were last here, where's the bull flag? When we were last here, I was much more concerned because we saw in the liquidity right here, basically a flat line on the short positions and massive, wild amount of longs. It was like 15 billion or something. So this is nice to see. There is, you know, a little bit of equilibrium here. So not too bad here, but guys, it does mean that people can see this. The exchanges can see this and we can push into the liquidity. Now, why would we do that? Well, exchanges and manipulators can see the leverage. Of course, that $10 billion doesn't definitely mean it will be liquidated, but they can see it here. So if everyone's getting long here, which they most likely are, because of course people are trading with their emotion. If we go on the daily chart, this is what we can see, right? A lot of people are going long. But when this happens, people who want to push the market, the manipulators, whoever it is, right? I got my tinfoil hat on, can see the liquidity that sits. So violent moves to the downside and then pushes upwards, grabs that liquidity, basically hitting people's stop losses, liquidating people, making a lot of money, and then pushing the market up. But I do think that we are still looking pretty bullish. And what's nice to see is finally the altcoins are bullish. And as I said at the start of this, I did go long on TON because I believed it was unfairly pushed down because of the news. The news of the CEO getting arrested is bad, of course, but it doesn't affect the coin. It doesn't affect it really in any way apart from the fear that people have. So an opportunity lies there, and that's what I like to trade. I like to trade when I see outsized opportunity. Of course, you can come and join the Patreon. The link is in there if you want to see my trades, but you don't need to. You can just smash the subscribe button and turn on the notifications because I make these videos, right? And we can catch these opportunities. With that said, the time frame, and maybe I did put it wrong. I meant to put 12, but maybe it says 24 hours. But the time frame that I'm talking about is the end of the weekend. So every time we have this, right? That might sound like ridiculous to you, but what I'm talking about is these, right? For the past 2.5, 3 months, every single Friday, we close the market, and within a week, the maximum amount of time I think was between like here and here or something. So maybe a month, maybe 3 weeks, but in and around a couple of weeks, we get a close exactly where or we get a retest of where the market closed on a Friday. All right, so another warning for you guys. In the next 12 hours, depending on where you are, I don't know, let's say 24 hours, 12 hours, whatever, right? When tomorrow starts and the market opens, right? I can't work out what would it be exactly. If I'm in the UK, US is what, like 5-6 hours behind me now. So yeah, whatever. Let's just call it tomorrow, right? When tomorrow market opens, we may have pumped up, we may have gone down, and either way that happens, we nearly always go back to close that CME gap. So there is an opportunity for a trade. But what there is also opportunity is for you to be taking part in a fake out. So if the market pushes upwards to say 65, 66, 67, and you go long at those points, or you get excited at those points, that may fake you out. We then push down. We hit those liquidity spots, like I was saying, the stop losses, the liquidations, all of that. And then everyone goes, the market's over again. What that would actually be is actually potentially like a retest, right? We could come down to retest this region, which would actually be a bullish retest, but it would get people, a lot of people liquidated, a lot of people stop losses here, and then they'd miss the trade. So you need to be paying attention. You need to understand how the market moves. And yeah, we get used to it after a while when we watch these charts a whole bunch. Now, there is one thing that I wanted to show you, and that is a lot of people on Twitter are now talking about Tron. They're talking about meme coins on Tron. So one thing that I learned from the last bull run and my first bull run back in 2017 was not to ignore basically anything. Any narrative that a lot of people are talking about, don't ignore it, right? Pay attention to it, learn it, study it. Stop this live whenever it's over, or right now, jump off. I'd rather you stayed. But go and learn about Tron and the meme coins on it. Justin Sun released his own version of Pump Fun, right? I think it's Sun Fun or something like that. And that can be the opportunity of a lifetime, right? And if you get an early enough, you get one of these things. I think there's Bull, there's a meme coin called Bull, and the market's going crazy about it. So we don't want to ignore anything. Just because we don't understand TRX or Tron doesn't mean we should be ignoring it. So definitely go and pay attention to that. We also have the altcoin, or the meme coin, that we've been tracking here on the channel for about a couple of weeks here. T1500, top G1500. This was down at an 800k market cap. That was such an awesome buy the dip opportunity there. We've bounced up since. This guy is walking across from England to Romania to see the Tate brothers, and that's the narrative around it. So it's a fun enough thing, and it does seem to have a lot of excitement around it because that buyback was absolutely wild, the push upwards. So do go and check that out if you want to. I've been holding this for a while. I bought it very early on, about 400k market cap in the Patreon. Again, that was an early call. We've made significant profits, but could be still an opportunity if we get, you know, a lot of excitement around it, a lot of influencers talking about it, that sort of stuff. Right now, it's relatively unknown. So, you know, if it gets shouted out by the Tate brothers, something like that, I guess it could do well. So you might want to go and check that out. Now, with that said, I think that is about it. So I will start answering questions. We are at 77 likes here. Let's push that up to 100 likes once that happens. If we can do it in the next minute, I will go down there and start answering questions. Just before we do that, let's take a look at the Solana chart, which we did look at this morning. So I told you guys we're right on the resistance, right? We're bang on the resistance. So far, we have not broken the resistance here. What I'm looking for is this movement, a breakout, probably get rejected at 164. That's what I would expect, in and around that. Then a retest. You can see we actually came up to 162, so that might have been the first one. We may be in the retest now. We went all the way down to as low as 155. So this may be the retest, but watch this very closely. You can see I opened a bunch of positions right there. And then, where's the other position? Is it closed? Because I'm sure I got... Where's my Solana position? I haven't accidentally closed the Solana position. Oh, there it is. It just popped up, so it's lagging. You see, we got that trade at 111. Then I opened more trades here. When we had the return, I told everyone on the channel about that. So again, turn on your subscriber and turn on the notifications so you get these alerts, because I did this right on the channel, right? And yeah, we spoke about that for a few days. We had that opportunity. So right now is an opportunity for these trades to take profits if you got in here. And then we might get rejected like we've got rejected 1, 2, 3, fake out 4, 5. So it could be the 6th fake rejection here, so watch that very closely. I always take profits. Now, one thing is capital preservation. You want to preserve your capital as much as possible. It's something that people don't like to do because they want to ride the winners as far as possible. Something that I've learned over time. Meme coins, altcoins, leverage trading, everything. My goal is to take out my initial as quickly as possible, right? If I get a 2x, a 3x, I'm taking that initial out as quickly as possible. And yes, it limits my upside, or it reduces my upside, but it also means I keep my capital. Now, when you make these sorts of bets, these sorts of trades, right, there's a lot of the time, and I'm sure you guys know, smash the like button again if you understand what I'm talking about, because I'm sure it's happened to all of you. You let your winners run, right? You're like, yes, this is the one's going higher, and you don't take that initial out. You think it's going to go higher, and then it ends up going lower than your initial. So I found that if I continually practice taking profits unemotionally at that point where I can get my initial out, it makes me a much better trader because I'm not emotional when it pushes up. I can chill, I can sleep easy, and it's one of the best things and the best methods I've ever done. Again, yes, it limits your upside, and yes, you could argue with me until you're blue in the face if I did that with SHIB and I got in really early, or one of these other coins. Yes, it limits my upside, but you still have the opportunity to make huge amounts of money. So that's my take on the markets, my opinions. Let's jump down to the comment section. We have 96 likes. Come on, guys, there's 300 of you. All I ask in return for these videos is you smash the like button, so I know you want me to keep going live and do these market updates. I'm going to be getting on a plane in about 25 minutes, so yeah, please do smash that like button, help me out. Jan, thank you, man. Take a Coke. Coca-Cola, I should say. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for that. If you have any questions, do let me know. Yo Burn, there we go, guys. Appreciate the likes, thank you so much. If you're stopping in, I have gone over a lot of the market already, so just rewind it. If you do have any questions, smash that comment, the comment, and I'm going through the comments now. I will return and we'll go over the market again in a second, but keep smashing that like if you want to just help me out. Okay. Do I invest into meme coins? Yes, of course I invest into meme coins. I like to try and find opportunities as early as possible, take the initial out as quickly as possible, like I explained, and then I let the moon bags ride. And as it goes up, I'm taking profits on the way up. But yes, I think there's a massive opportunity. I don't have many right now. I have larger-ish positions in Dogecoin, in Degen, and in Cock-Inu, because I want to get exposure to AVAX. I think AVAX is going to do very well. But of course, I hold all of those coins. I'm not telling you to buy anything that I'm talking about. Nothing is financial advice. It's just my own opinions on what's happening in the market. And guys, if you do want to trade this market, right, I have a number of different exchanges linked down there. There's an exchange link for Wix here. The good thing about Wix is I have a totally free trading group here. So we have a trader in here providing trades, and you get access to this for free if you sign up using Wix. And if you do want to use Margex, the reason why I use it, access from anywhere in the world. Literally, you can access it from anywhere. No VPN, no KYC, and you can use Solana as collateral to trade Solana, XRP as collateral to trade XRP, along with USDT and Bitcoin. But I really like that because it gives me a way to dollar cost average into the market. I've been trading for a long time, so it does take time, but of course, if you are an experienced trader, it's one of my favorite exchanges right now. Kryptonic, I'm going to Dubai, my man. Solana, Jeremy, Dr. Solana price prediction. So short term, if we're trading here, maybe we get rejected. If not, we actually manage to break the 164. I reckon we could go easily to 186, and then the psychological level of 200 short term. That's what I would be doing. I'd be taking profits from short term trades here. Probably not my long term bags. When we break $200, I probably will start siphoning some out because I've been buying Solana very heavily in the pullback because I did believe we were going to go back to $200. And then I believe Solana can do significantly more than where it is now. I believe there is an opportunity for Solana to do what Ethereum did in the last bull run. So the market cap of Solana all-time high is about 89, and then if we look at the market cap for Ethereum, market cap the all-time high was 500 billion. 500 billion. I believe that it's possible Solana can do something similar. So You can work out the X is there, but I think that it's possible. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking on Solana. Matt Eagle, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Do I see all the top 20 altcoins doing a 10x? No, not all of them. There's definitely some 10x's on the table, but of course it's harder to get a 10x with something with a $33 billion market cap, you know, $74 billion market cap, 14 billion. I was talking about Tron and Avalanche. I think Tron and Avalanche could have their opportunity to do, for example, a Cardano. So Cardano, again, I always like to base my price predictions on what's happened in the past. That way it's not just ridiculous, it's happened before. So can it happen again? Maybe. 94 billion. Cardano does nothing. It did nothing, and they still haven't sorted it out. I'm very annoyed by that, but I believe that something like Avalanche could do a Cardano. So Avalanche is sitting at a $10 billion market cap. Cardano did 90 billion in the last bull run. So there's the potential that I see. So that's like a 9x, right? So yeah, I mean, maybe 5x, a lot of them can do. But some coins are just going to die off as well, guys. Remember that. Remy Lamont, hold Bitcoin even though I'm down. Now, that's a good question. Should you hold if you're down? The question can only be answered by you. I'm not your financial advisor, so I can't tell you because I don't know your financial point. I have been down on Bitcoin many times. Many times I've been down on Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin first for 3K in 2017. I then bought more in 2017 for 10K. I bought more at 16K. And then it went all the way back down to 3K. So I was down for like 2 years, but I bought more. I continually bought more. And then, of course, I was buying more in the bull run. I took profits in the bull run, but I remember I rebought Bitcoin at about $40,000. So I actually bought at $40,000 and it went down to 18. So I was in a 55-60% loss for a long time again. But what did I do? I continued to buy. Now, I believe Bitcoin is going above 100K. I believe that at 18K. And I believe that if it dropped even more, I would just buy more. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you should wait for it to dump more. That's not how I believe in it. I believe if I think it's going above 100K, there's just no point in me trying to time the market. Like, I can't do it. So I'd rather just dollar cost average and buy over time. But of course, there is an argument that lump sum buying does better than that if you can time the market, which I don't think I can. Do I think we see a super cycle and advise not to sell utility coins? I don't advise you to buy or sell absolutely anything. I don't know. I don't know what will happen. I think we go up from here. Diva, how do you guys go on when you have tried to trade a lot and failed so many times? I failed so many times. My first bull run, I lost literally everything. I put 3K in, what's about 75K, and then in the bear market, I had a portfolio that was worth 1,800. So I lost more than I put in, but I just continued dollar cost average. Then when I was trading, when I first started short-term trading, swing trading, of course you make a lot of losses, but then you actually, those losses, think about those losses as the cost, the cost to learn. Now, if you just give up, then that's it, it's over, that cost is sunk, right? It's not the end of the world, but it's been basically a waste. But if you learn from your mistakes, like for me, the way, for example, I always take my initial out, that might sound easy, it might sound like something super simple, but it's not, because the emotions come in. Even I myself, we got a 10x recently, and I had my emotions. I didn't even want to sell any of this because I think it's going to do 100x. But I still took profits out. We actually got 100x in the Patreon about 3 weeks ago now. About 3 weeks ago, got 100x, all right? But I was taking profits at way earlier than that. And yes, I limited my upside. But from my time in the market, I've realized what works for me. So what I would say is if you continue losing, reduce the capital that you're using and just try and keep learning. You can trade with, you know, a couple of dollars. If you're on Solana, you trade for a couple of dollars. If you're on a leveraged exchange, $10, $20, it's going to be very hard to make a lot of profit, but you can learn. You can also use demo accounts. You can learn from those. 1 second, guys, I'm just checking. If you want me to stay on, I probably have to leave very soon. But if you want me to stay on, we're about 20 likes away from 150, and there's almost 400 people watching. So if you are checking in now and you want me to stay and answer more questions, do me a favor and smash the like button. All right, guys, I appreciate the likes, 160. Brother, what will Bitcoin do first in the morning? Retest up to 67K. This is the perfect question for me to give you an answer. Don't expect anyone to know the answer. And if someone tells you they know what's going to happen, they are chatting nonsense. So I would suggest you unfollow them, because we don't know. I have no idea what will happen. No idea. 64,200, right? I can go on my best guess here. My best guess to you guys is we find some resistance here and we continue to trickle upwards, and then we have a volatile move to the downside, then we go up again, and then we reach resistance here, which sits at about 68.9. We could in fact actually push right up here very quickly, but I believe we'll find some significant resistance up here, and then time will tell. I think this is going to be a time where a lot of people get liquidated, because they're going to go long here, they're going to go long here, they're going to go very, very long right at resistance, which is the exact opposite of what we should be doing. And then we get a volatile push to the downside, liquidate those people, and then head upwards. That's what I'm hoping, but I don't know. Of course, I'm trading long right now, so that's what I think overall. Guys, 320 of you right now. If you can, just smash those likes. Just press the like button, because I need those likes to get this video out to more people, so I know to do it. So do me a favor. What do I think about ecosystem? Which one? Hold AVAX and ADA. What will you do? What you will do? I hold a little bit of AVAX and no ADA. Diesel, fruitcake looking. Nice. How long does this cycle last? Don't know. I would say, best guess, mid-2025. I appreciate the likes. You're all really helping me out. Thank you. Alex, Connor, what is your exit strategy for coins like Casper or meme coins like Brett and Myro? It's a tough one. It's a tough one. The best thing for you to do is get your initial out as quickly as possible. Casper is a little different because you can hold Casper. I believe that's going to go. I believe Casper could be the Cardano of this run. Now, I say that quite interestingly because right now Casper doesn't do anything, right? We don't have, people can mine it, but the KRC20 token standard doesn't exist yet. So it's a bit similar to Cardano. Now, if they pull it off, unlike Cardano, why couldn't Casper get to our Cardano market cap? We discussed it already today. $90 billion was the market cap for ADA in the last bull run. So why couldn't Casper do that? As we go up, let's say I put in my money here. I think, what, we're at a $4 billion market cap for Casper? $4 billion market cap. Yeah, 4.1. So if we put our money in here, we went to a $10 billion market cap, I would take some profits. I'd take my initial out, for example, then I'd ride the wave. If we went to a 20, I'd take some more out. So the problem is it's very hard to put price predictions or price targets because we've never been there. It'll be price discovery, but slowly siphoning that profit. And if we head into Euphoria here on the Fear and Greed Index, and you see the market in euphoria. What do I mean by that? Think about the most recent meme cycle. We saw the celebrities come in right at the end. At the end of the last bull run, we saw Elon Musk talk about Dogecoin on SNL. Those are the sort of indicators you need to look for and you need to train your mind and your eye to watch out for. That way, when you see it happen again, you can take profits. We're never gonna time the perfect tops. We're never gonna time the perfect bottoms. We're gonna slowly DCA in and DCA out. That's all we can do and that's all we can hope for. Do not beat yourself up if you miss the bottom. Do not beat yourself up if you miss the top. How do I exit my positions when I'm using leverage? So personally, I have two ways of trading with leverage. I'm either taking a bet or more of a calculated risk. A long-term swing trade, I would probably do low leverage, higher margin, so maybe a 5x, a 3x with a larger amount of margin, and then the bets I might even do up to 50x, 100x, whatever it is, but I'm taking a bet. I'm betting on the roulette table, right? I'm going red or black. I think it's gonna go up, so I'm gonna do it. That was kind of like my trade today with Ton. But the way I take profits out of those is you can take percentages of your position out. So let's say I open a $100,000 position with 100x, right? I actually did that with Solana and we caught it. So as it was going up, taking chunks of $10,000 out at a time, maybe even $20,000 as we're moving up. Remember, I think the key is to unemotionally take this money. Profit is profit, and too many people get caught up with, oh, if I hold it, it could go higher. Yes, it could go higher, but it might not, and then you might actually lose your money. So the real money is there, and if we can train ourselves to continually do this, we can actually continually make money, rather than once in a blue moon do we get the huge move upwards. So that's kind of how I do it. Guys, we're almost at 200 likes. Could you smash us? Could you help us? We're at 320 people watching. If we can get 15 more likes in like a minute, it will push this live out to more people. Then more people will join, we can get more likes and I can stay on for longer. Let me just double check my time. I need to jump off very soon. Okay. I think everyone's still here, so I need to jump off in about 10 minutes. So guys, if you want me to stay on for the full 10 minutes, like button immediately. Appreciate it. Do I think Casper can go from $5 to $10? Also, what price prediction for Myro? Let's talk in market cap rather than in dollars, because the price of a coin makes no difference. The market cap right now is 4 billion. So if you're asking me if it can go from $5 to $10, you're talking about like what, 5x from here, 6x from where we are right now, and then another 5x, so like a 30x. Yeah, it can. Is that likely? I mean, probably not. It's probably extremely unlikely. I mean, a 20x would put it at Cardano's market cap for the last bull run, okay? 20x. So that's what I think is possible. I won't hold my entire bag until then, though. I'll be taking profits way before then. I appreciate all the love, guys. We just smashed 200 likes. I appreciate that. Pillar, I appreciate 4 likes. Ryan, thank you very much. How do I leverage Floki? Good question. Let me check for you, because maybe I do have a link to BTCC down there, and they have a lot of meme coins. That's why I use different platforms for different things. Let me see. Let's go over to the exchange. Let's search. Yes, so you can trade Floki with leverage on BTCC. So there's a link down there in my description. No KYC, no VPN necessary. You can trade from anywhere in the world, and you can trade Floki with up to 20 or up to 50x leverage. Be very careful, of course. Floki is a meme coin. It can move up and down very quickly. But yeah, you can trade Floki on BTCC with leverage. So hopefully that answers your question. Dr. Lift, I appreciate you, man. 250k Bitcoin. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Brandon, thoughts on XMR? Sorry, man, I don't actually hold XMR. I remember it is. Wait, I might hold it in the public portfolio, but I'm not logged in. Not logged in right now. I think I have it in the public portfolio. It was one of those ones that have it has good tech. It has a massive community behind it. It's doing well, but this time around, it's not getting as much attention. So it's all about the attention in crypto. Literally all about the attention. Yes, utility is great. Yes, all of that's great. But really, at the end of the day, who's got the attention? Who's got the eyeballs? Do I prefer Casper or ICP? I prefer Casper only because I've done way more research on it and I'm a holder of it, so I chose that. Opinion on ton situation at rigs. Interesting question. I think that the push downwards was overblown, and that is the reason why I actually opened a long position here on Margex. I opened a long right there at 550. That was earlier today. And now we've had a push upwards. I alerted to that trade in my Patreon, and currently it is in a 100% gain from the trade. So yeah, I think that's going to push upwards. I think it was unfairly pushed down. I didn't buy the dip on the spot market. I don't hold any ton, but I thought what a great trading opportunity for that. Matt, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. All the nice comments mean a lot, guys. That's why I really like doing these lives, because I get to talk to you guys directly rather than sitting in my room making the videos. I feel like we actually have way better of a rapport here. If you are new to the channel, I make cryptocurrency videos every single day. And if you want those updates, smash the subscribe. I talk about my trades. I talk about a whole host of things, all the opportunities that I see in the market. So join the crew if you do want to. Now, with that said, I think we've covered everything. I do want to just quickly check the Bitcoin price again, 64,018. We are essentially exactly where we were when we closed on Friday. So the title, the thumbnail, the time limit is all about being prepared for what could come, and the CME gap getting revisited is the price we are at right now. So if we have a pump while I'm on the plane, right? If we have a pump or we have a dump while I'm on the plane, we probably will revisit the CME gap at some point. So there's an opportunity for a trade there. What date do I think Bitcoin will be the highest? I don't know, man. I've got no idea. Soon. I think it will break all-time high relatively soon. Mac Daddy, Brett can easily 10x from here. I think easily is the wrong word here. You're suggesting that it could be the next Doge, right? At a $40 billion market cap. It's possible. It's happened before. It wouldn't be easy by any stretch of the imagination. All right, guys, I'm going to have to jump off because I need to catch this plane. If you do want to come and talk to me directly, I chat to the Patreon every single day. I'm sitting directly in there in the VIP chat. You can see we're talking every day. Here I'm talking directly with everyone in this chat all the time. So if you want to come and join, the link to the Patreon's there. If you want to trade flow key with leverage, you got BTCC. If you want to trade Solana using Solana as collateral, we got Margex down there. And hopefully I've provided some value, guys. And hopefully you'll stick around and see me in the next video. Peace.